Now, in high definition, you're watching KFDM 6 News This Morning in HD with Dan Gresham. The latest weather with meteorologist James Brown. And news with Nicole Murray.
6:48 on your Thursday morning. When's the last time you went downtown Beaumont? When's the last time maybe you visited the Edison Plaza? If you're going to say, well, you know, it's probably been 6 months or so, you may not recognize the new facade. There are a lot of things happening in downtown Beaumont, specifically at Edison Plaza, some new additions we thought this morning would give you a look inside. Mike Albanese joins us this morning. Tell us a little bit more. Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, Dan. How are you guys?
I'm terrific. How about yourself?
Doing real well, thank you.
Boy, man, things are happening behind you, aren't they?
Well, I tell you, that's the La Peep, the new restaurant down here at Edison Plaza, and they are doing fantastic. They just opened the doors, Dan, late last week, and Starbucks behind us also, they just opened yesterday. So it's exciting times at Edison Plaza.
All right, so Mike, I mean, it's your group that is in charge of this building and taking care of the building and finding the tenants. Has that been a difficult job, or has that been something with new additions that you see people looking for office space these days?
Well, Dan, it's been amazing. I mean, this is the only true Class A office building from Houston to New Orleans. And a Class A office building is typically defined as a building that has the type of finishes, high-end finishes that you see in this building, along with maybe a financial institution, which we just put DuPont Goodrich Credit Union in, as well as national restaurant chains like La Peep or Starbucks, and then all of the amenities like the conference center that we added, which is free to our tenants, the fitness center amenity, which is free to our tenants, Monroe's dry cleaning drop-off, where they'll deliver to your room, Redbox, the touchscreen directories. All those kinds of things are amenities that we've not seen here. You see typically in Houston or Dallas or Austin or some of the other larger cities, and Beaumont has really responded. When we bought the building, Dan, it was a little over 60% occupied, and I'm proud to say today we're at 94% occupancy in the building, and we just opened the downstairs floor. We're having a huge party tonight for some of the tenants, and to invite some other groups in that have been looking at the building, and I think we'll be filling up quickly.
So talk to me for a minute, Mike, about who these people are. I mean, it's interesting that when you go from 60 to 90, I mean, that's a significant increase in tenants.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I tell you, one large group that took 2 floors is the Region 5 Educational Service Centers. If you recall, Region 5 was located, they had a large office in Beaumont, a large office in Silsbee. Well, now they've combined both those offices into 2 floors at Edison Plaza. And so we've opened them up right at the first of the year. There was, several other national tenants and local, regional guys as well. So it's been very exciting.
Now, what I guess other people would be wondering is, are these businesses, while they serve your tenants, are they also open to the general public?
Great question. Absolutely. You know, the biggest thing, the most important thing we think we did with this whole complex was we created a new front entrance. So when, Edison Plaza was one of those buildings, and I've grown up in Beaumont all my life, and I'm embarrassed to say I'd never been in the building until we decided we wanted to buy it. So, it was really interesting when I came here to look at the building the first day. I drove around it and was trying to figure out how to get in.
Right.
But that was by design. And the architects initially, it was the headquarters for Gulf States Utilities, and it was a corporate headquarters. So, but now as a multi-tenant building, our architects, I think, did a fantastic job with the design where they actually flipped the building around. Now we've added a huge visitor parking lot to the front. We can park an additional 70 or so visitors that can come right in through the front doors. And yes, absolutely, the restaurant, Starbucks, DuPont Goodrich Credit Union, all the amenities on the first floor are open to the public.
I'm saying it's a big score, Mike, La Peep, because to me, I've been to La Peep's in Houston. Great breakfast place, great lunch place, and to have it in Beaumont, to me, is a big plus.
Well, hey, Dan, we agree. Thank you so much. You know, Le Peep, you're right. They were voted, I know, best breakfast by the Dallas Morning News, by the Denver Post. I mean, these guys, they're the real deal, and it's amazing food. It's great price point, so we certainly want to invite everyone out to come experience it.
All right, sounds good. And Mike, if you will, tell them we'd love to come back one day and maybe let them do breakfast so we can watch them, kind of get a look at what's on the menu, and invite people to come in. Now, for those who don't know, what are the public hours of the building if they want to come down to the restaurant or Starbucks?
Sure. The Le Peep restaurant is open from 6:30 until 2:30 daily, and also it's important to note that they're open on Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday brunch, Sunday after church, you know, so 7 days a week. Also, Starbucks is open from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. So they have a little bit later hours.
Right. Sounds good. And Mike, if somebody, we'll put this up. If somebody wants to get a hold of you, there's still some slots available in the building. Get a hold of the folks there at Albany's Premier group, right?
Yes, that's right. And you can go to edisonplaza.com, our new website, edisonplaza.com, or you can call us at 409-835-5600.
All right, Mike, always good to see you. And hang around. We'll come back and chat some more. Mike Albanese again with Edison Plaza. Give them a call if you're looking for a plaza, or just go by and visit. Like I said, it's a beautiful effort downtown, and we always encourage you, stay local, shop local, eat local if you can. Here's another one of those places you could take advantage of. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back on the other side, Mr. Brown has a detailed look at what's happening in your forecast.
Live from the KFDM studios, you're watching 6 This Morning with Dan Gresham. The latest weather with meteorologist James Brown. And news with Nicole Murray.
Mike Albanese joining us this morning from Edison Plaza, where they've opened up some new restaurants and new features to be part of the downtown area. Number one thing, Mike, good morning to you. First of all, is the front of the building looks so much different than the days when you had to drive around and come in through the side of the building. You've really opened up the facade a little bit.
Yeah, good morning, Dan. Good morning, James. Yeah, thank you. That was probably one of the things I think that we're most proud of everything that we've done out here. The building has really been transformed. It's certainly less institutional. It's open now to the public with the new front entrance, which has really turned out architecturally, I think, amazing. I think the architects did a great job where you welcoming people into the building so that the general public can come out and enjoy DuPont Goodrich Credit Union, the Le Peep restaurant, or the Starbucks coffee, which Starbucks again just opened yesterday. So please come out and try that out as well.
So for those who don't know, Mike, a little bit of the history of the building.
Sure. Well, the history, the building was built in 1982, initially as Gulf States Utilities corporate headquarters. So it was built as a single tenant use building, and it was perfect for that. They did a great job. But when we looked at it, it was really time to transform it into more of a multi-tenant building, and that's what. So there was really never any front entrance. It was all for the employees. They would enter in the back door. Lots of security back that way, which we're still, have the security at the building. I think the only building that says 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, there's security in the building. So we still have that security, but we also have the common areas and the lobby open to the general public now.
Now, one of the things, for those of us who've been here for some time, of course, have seen the transition from GSU to Entergy to, quite honestly, at one point there was a building that a lot of people had questioned about what would happen, to Beaumont's tallest building. There just weren't too many people who were in the building. Now your occupancy is what?
Well, I'll tell you, when we bought the building, Dan, it was just over 60% occupied, and I'm very proud to say that as of today, we're at 94% occupancy in the building. Now, this is a 500,000 square foot building, so there's still lots of space available. So I definitely want to make that clear that we're still open for business and looking for new prospects for the building as well.
I know while you've added a lot of amenities to the building, it's also a very tough building. I mean, I spent a hurricane on the 13th floor of that building.
The building is a fortress, and that's how it was built. And that's one of the, I think one of the great things about this building is the fact that it is the home to a utility company. So certainly we have that type of support and protection during natural disasters. And so, for our tenants, they benefit from that.
Yeah, including, I assume they still have them, the generating system that they've had inside that building where it's independent. It can operate without any outside sources, right?
That's correct. I mean, there's some major power generation facilities for the building in the case of those types of storms.
Nice to know if you got data storage going on in the business that you're running. Mike, again, for folks who want to know, again, Lapeet, Starbucks, the credit union, they're open to the public, right?
That is correct.
And then, of course, if you want to get more information, you can call Edison Plaza or you can go online to edisonplaza.com. You guys have all the information listed there. Mike, thanks for your time this morning.
Hey, thank you guys so much. We'll see you soon. We're going to send some Lapeet back to the studio for you guys.
We'll greet them at the back door. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Mike Albanese, again, at Edison Plaza this morning. We thank him for being with us, and we thank you for being with us. But don't go anywhere. Mr. Brown's got one more check of your forecast coming up.